Hello, my name is Mr. Wong. I'm currently the coordinator of the Madison Magnet Centers. Welcome to the Madison Magnets. We have two outstanding magnets. The Madison Math and Science Magnet started over 25 years ago, and the Computer Science and Engineering Design Magnet started 4 years ago. If you are watching this orientation video, this means you are attending one of these magnets starting in August 2020. So welcome families and students to the Madison Magnet Centers. You selected the correct magnets to attend. Let me tell you why. The job of an excellent middle school is to prepare their students for their future, mainly high school. When students culminate from 8th grade from the Madison Magnets, our students have the highest percentage of students meeting or exceeding grade level standards in English language arts and math in all of LAUSD District Northeast. We outperform schools such as Millikan Performing Arts Magnet, Millikan SAS Affiliated Charter, Reed Middle School, Romer STEAM Magnet, and Vista Middle School, to name a few. As you can see on this chart, 71% and 69% of our students in each magnet are proficient or advanced going to high school. Not only do we perform well in English language arts, our math scores outperform other schools as well. 56% of medical students are proficient or advanced going to high school. 50% of computer science and engineering design students are proficient or advanced before they go to high school. Again, we outperform Millikan Performing Arts Magnet, Millikan SAS Affiliated Charter, Romer STEAM Magnet, and Vista Middle School, just to name a few schools. We are extremely proud of our instructional program and our achievement. The reason why we are so successful is that we provide a smooth transition socially, emotionally, and academically for your child. Our classes are set physically apart from the regular school to keep your child focused and secure. Our small group of teachers care for and mentor your child through 3 years of adolescent change. And our unique themes and 21st century instructional practices encourage exploration and growth so your child becomes an independent thinker and learner before they enter high school. We couldn't do this without our amazing 6th grade teachers. So we're going to cut over to a video that I recorded with our 6th grade teachers so that you get to know them a little bit before entering their classroom in August 2020. First, we'll introduce the computer science and engineering design teachers. Then we will move on to the medical math and science magnet teachers. Incoming 6th graders, we're going to introduce you now to the teachers you may have when you come to the Madison Computer Science and Engineering Design Magnet. With the cool shades up in the left-hand corner, that's Mr. Gold. Already kicking back and like he's on summer vacation, it's Mr. Jason Webster. We have Miss Lene Odd right there. And on the bottom of the screen, we have Mr. Jason Quintanilla. We won't tell you which of these teachers you'll have, but you'll have 2 of them because they teach in one class you'll have math and science with one teacher, and the other class you'll have English and history. So this is a time we just want you to get to know a little bit about your teachers. We've all been staying at home, so we wanted to keep this light. We want to ask them some random questions. We have a list of 250 random questions that we have, and I'm just going to ask them a question, and they're going to see if they can come up with an answer so you could get to know them a little bit. So let me start with Mr. Gold, and I'm going to ask him a question here. So let me just go through my computer, and I'm going to ask a random question. So Mr. Gold, here's a random question, and just let the kids get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
If you could kill off any character from a current TV show, who would it be and why?
If I could kill off a character, Gene, this is for 6th grade. Are you sure that's appropriate?
Well, you know what?
Okay.
That's what came up, so let's see what your answer is.
Okay, I'm going to choose Jar Jar Binks. It's not for TV, it's for a movie, Star Wars. Jar Jar needs to go. He's just too slapstick.
Got
Let's get
it.
rid of.
Yeah, you know what? With the what is it? The May the Fourth be with you. I did watch some of those movies over with my children. I definitely agree. He needs to go for sure. All right, let's go. Let's say Miss Odd. Let's see. Let me
Yep.
pull up a question for you
Okay.
here. Um, all right. Oh, this is a good one. Uh, what is your favorite thing about one of your grandparents?
My favorite thing, it would be about my grandmother on my mom's side. And she passed away, but I miss being in the kitchen with her, cooking. So cooking and also shopping with her. That would be, and right now I really miss shopping, going into stores. So that
Oh
would be
yeah,
my favorite thing I miss.
yeah. Just remembering grandparents of all of the. For some reason, grandparents feed you, right? It's
Yeah,
amazing if you
yeah,
can. That's what grandparents do, and they pour that much love on you. So that's awesome.
yeah.
All right, let's go here. All right, Mr. Webster, your turn here. Let me find a random question here. Almost there. All right. What kids movie do you think was too scary when you were a child?
The kids movie that I saw, I think I was in fourth grade. I was a little dude. The one that scared me was the original Poltergeist. That was very scary for me. I ended up, I think my sister and I saw that. We were the same age. We saw that. We both ended up, I think, sleeping in the same room. Around 9 o'clock at night, I think we kind of like, what, you want to stay over in this room? And I think I took my sleeping bag and went over to her room and slept in her room because we were both pretty scared.
Yeah, and I think everybody can relate to a scary movie or something they've seen that just freaks us out, and then as a child, and that's it. So I have a movie too, but I'll share that with you guys later. All right, all right. I think the next one we have to go down all the way to the bottom is Mr. Quintanilla. Um, and let me
I'll be
pull
right
up the
back for a
question
second.
here. Oh, okay. Here's a great one. Mr. Quintanilla, what is the most embarrassing thing you have ever worn?
So I think a lot of the kids may not know this reference. It's going to be a little bit weird for me to say this, but even this week, my brother was hounding me about something I did all the way when I was back in college. So right around the time when I was in college, a movie came out that kids should not see, but one day they will. It's called Pulp Fiction. And there's a character in Pulp Fiction who just looks, let's just say he looks like a gangster. And I was such a huge fan of the movie that I think I went back on my second or third time dressed like that character. So it's the Samuel L. Jackson character in Pulp Fiction. I looked terrifying. And I even had a toy gun that looked like a real gun. And when I think about it now, not to get too political, but if you tried something like that now with what's happening, I probably wouldn't even be here right now. So I looked like a gangster. I was carrying a toy gun in my hand, but it looked like a real revolver. And it was nuts. And like, none of my friends can believe I did that. And they're like, you are crazy. But I was a huge fan of the movie. I thought it was fun. I didn't know that I might be putting myself into danger.
Do you
Okay,
have
now
hair too?
Yes,
Oh,
everything. I really had it down.
okay, now we know Mr. Quintanilla. He did that when he was a lot younger. He's way more
Yes.
responsible now, and he's going to be teaching you great citizenship and everything else within when you're in his class. So, um, I think that's good for now. I think it's going to it just gives you a little bit of introduction to your teachers. And I'm just going to leave it open. Do you guys have anything to say to to your incoming sixth graders? Maybe a one-liner or one sentence before we close and move on with our orientation here.
Guys, welcome. We're going to have an awesome year.
All right, thanks, Mr. Gold.
Welcome. Be ready to work and start practicing your multiplication now, please.
Oh, please, we want you to learn your multiplication tables. Yes.
just be ready for random questions from me that probably have not a lot to do with what we're covering, but it's going to make you think. I'll even give you one now. Why do they call it shipping when it goes by car and cargo when it goes by ship? Think about it, kids.
Ah, great. Thanks, Jason. or Mr. Webster? And Mr. Quintanilla, did you have anything to say to them?
Just for me, I know all of my colleagues, they're all hard workers. So when the other teachers say, get ready to work, believe me, we all work hard. But I also know they all have a lighter side to their personality, including myself. So we're going to all work hard, but we're also going to have a lot of fun.
All right. Thanks for your time. And you're going to be with these teachers. Again, you don't know which two you may have, but you'll find that out in August when we return to school. All right. We're going to move on with our orientation. Thanks. Incoming sixth graders, we're going to introduce you to three of the sixth grade teachers for the medical math and science magnet at Madison. The way the magnet is, the way the magnet is organized, some of you are gonna have two teachers, some of you are gonna have one teacher, but I'm not gonna tell you who that teacher is at this point. You'll get your schedule in August, right? So our first teacher, let me introduce you, on the left side of me, is Miss Fisher. All right, you could.
Hey.
Right there. On the bottom, below her is Miss Baker, and to the right is Mrs. Cutsinger. And so these are your teachers. You're gonna hopefully when we get back in August, you're gonna walk into your classes, and you're gonna have either two of them or you'll have one of them. Just like elementary school, that's how the medical magnet is configured. To get to know them, we're just going to ask a couple random questions that hopefully you're going to love hearing the answers to. Okay, so let me just see. Let's start with Miss Baker. Is that all right?
That's fine.
Okay. All right. So let me just go through here. I gave them a list of 250 questions, and they don't know what I'm going to ask them. So here, let me just throw one out to Miss Baker here. Okay. Oh, here's a great question. Really random. How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant, Miss Baker?
Mr. Wong, I'm so glad you asked me that question because this question illustrates the number one rule of middle school, and that is read the prompt. Read the prompt carefully when you are taking any kind of quiz or test. Because I read this and I said, what an interesting question. What is it? How many chickens does it take to fill an elephant? And I said, well, a chicken is about 12 inches by 12 inches, and an elephant is about 200 inches by 200 inches. Now, I could do some geometry and figure out how many chickens you can actually fit in an elephant. But then I thought, well, wait, maybe you're not filling the elephant with chickens. Maybe the chickens are filling the elephant.
Now,
Whoa, Mr. Drone, don't blow it here. I'm going somewhere. So if the chickens were doing the filling of the elephant, how would they do it? I figured water is pretty light. Chickens can't carry anything much heavy. So in that case, it would take 3 chickens to fill an elephant. You'd have one to hold the ladder, another to climb the ladder with the hose and stick it in the elephant's mouth, and then a third chicken to turn the faucet on, right? But then the next day, I read the prompt as I tell you to do, carefully. And it said, how many chickens does it take to kill, with a K, not an H, Miss Baker, an elephant? And I felt a little silly, but then I realized, well, I have the same answer. Because how else would a chicken kill an elephant? They'd fill it up with water till it exploded. You need one to climb the ladder, one to hold the ladder, one to turn the faucet, and boom, elephant all over the place. That's my answer. Read the prompt carefully.
All right.
That's amazing, Miss Baker.
Very nice, Miss Baker. Very nice. Inspiring.
Love that answer. There's math. There's exploding elephants. That's great.
What more do you want?
All right, let's go on. Let's see what we can ask. Let's ask what can we ask Mrs. Fisher here?
All right.
All right, let's see. All right, just like Batman and Robin, where Robin is Batman's sidekick, here's your question. If you could choose any animal to be your permanent sidekick, what animal would it be?
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to go with my favorite animal, which is an orangutan. Mostly because if you're thinking of a sidekick, you want someone that can like back you up in an issue of any kind. And if it's my sidekick, then they're not going to do anything to me, even though they're this gigantic animal. They can climb really well. Plus, they're used to having all of this body hair all over the place, so I bet I could probably train it to do like really intricate hair braids and things. So not only do I have like a sidekick that can protect me, in some kind of altercation, but I also have a great hairstylist. So yep, orangutan. That's what I'm going with. Can't be as theatrical as Miss Baker over there, but you just wait until I get my orangutan, and then we'll see how theatrical I can be.
Versus the chickens?
Versus the chicken. The orangutan would win, obviously. They're very smart.
I'm just picturing the orangutan with these intricate hair clips and braids,
Yep, butterfly clips like at the ends. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I have a daughter, and I remember doing that, trying to do that to her hair, not doing it very well, but that's a great picture. Love that. All right. All right, Mrs. Cutzinger, your turn. Okay.
Tough acts to follow.
All right, let's see. All right, here's your question.
Okay.
What is the most courageous thing you have ever done?
Ooh, that I've done a lot of courageous things. I have to say it's a tie between going skydiving and moving to another country by myself. I didn't know anybody.
Wow, what country did you move to?
I taught English in Chile.
Wow, and did you know the language?
Yo puedo hablar poquito, español.
Ah, very nice.
Definitely not fluent, but I lived with a family that did not speak a word of English, so that was a big challenge, and I learned a lot of Spanish while I was there. But
And
yeah, having the feeling not only not knowing anybody, but then not knowing the language, it was definitely really scary, but a great experience.
now the skydiving is great because as a science teacher, trying to teach kids about, and you guys will learn this in 8th grade, about terminal velocity.
Hold on, I'm an English and history teacher.
Yeah, and then meaning everybody's been on a roller coaster, and then you fall, you go down, you feel this sensation like your stomach's gonna go into your throat, but then at some point you should have felt like you were no longer falling, and you were just kind of there. Did you actually experience that?
More pretty much like on top of the air. You don't have that, you don't get that feeling in your stomach where you're dropping like on a roller coaster. It's more like the air it feels like you're actually like on top of the air.
Oh, wow. See, you're the first person that I've ever actually spoken to that's actually experienced that, what is called terminal velocity.
It was the coolest thing I've ever done, for sure.
Oh, very cool. All right. So hopefully you're able to get to know your teachers a little bit, just some random questions, and just wait when you get to be in their classroom, right? I can just imagine Miss Baker just telling all these stories, and that's going to be really fun. And I mean, all of the teachers here, you're going to have a great time with them. So we're going to end this time and ask them, is there something you just want to share with your incoming 6th graders? It could be just a single sentence or just a quick message to them as they come to the Madison Medical Magnet. Well, we could start with Ms. Fisher.
Sure. I just want to say, regardless of how we see you on August 18th, if we get your bright, shiny faces in our classrooms, or if you're looking at us the same way we do here, the 3 of us will be with you every step of the way. Do not feel like you're ever, I should say 4, Mr. Wong is right here also. Don't ever feel like you're not going to have support. You will have support every step of the way in this program.
All right. And how about you, Ms. Baker?
Yeah, exactly. And you can always talk to us about any issue. If you have a trouble with academics, if you're having social issues with your friends, if you have a problem that is stopping you from doing your schoolwork, speak up, because we really do care. It is not just how much work you hand into us. We really care about how you're growing and developing. Middle school is all about growing up. It's not going to happen in one day, and we're going to be your partners in that.
Right. And Mrs. Cutzinger?
Yeah, I'm really excited to meet all of you, as Mrs. Fisher said, however that might look like. And I just want to remind you guys that attitude is everything. I know that this is a challenging time right now, but just showing up with the best attitude you can, and we'll be there for you. And we're really excited to meet you.
So, sixth graders, these are going to be your teachers. Again, I'm not going to tell you who you have. You'll find out in August. So, thank you for your time, and we're going to start talking about some other stuff about what you can do to prepare in the summer for sixth grade. All right. So, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all in August. To give you a little bit of information, before coming to Madison in August, we do have school uniforms. That school uniform consists of a navy blue t-shirt or magnet t-shirt, which you can purchase when you get to school in August. And that t-shirt can be worn on Fridays with your navy blue pants, shorts, or skirt. We grade for mastery. This means that teachers give multiple opportunities for you to show that you have learned a subject or a topic. You might have multiple attempts at a quiz to show that you've mastered a topic. There's a reason why there's a bicycle in the background. You don't just jump on a bike right away with two wheels and learn how to balance immediately. It takes practice. So does learning math, English language arts, history, science. It takes time. So in our magnets, we grade for mastery, giving multiple opportunities for students to show that they have learned a particular topic. How much you can learn when you fail determines how far you will go into achieving your goals. A little bit about magnet transportation. Students who live outside a 5-mile radius qualify for transportation. If you are 5 miles away from Madison, in terms of the radius, and this is determined by the district, you'll receive a letter in the mail about a week before school starts, giving you your route information, pickup time, and drop-off time. If you have questions regarding your bus route, please call the number you see on this slide. And just as school starts in August, if your child misses the bus, you will have to drive your child to school or come to pick them up after school. So we want to make sure you get on the bus coming to school and going home. An important detail, make sure that you have your updated address with your elementary school in their student information system. You may have to call the school or drop by the school if they're open right now during the school shutdown to give them the new address, because that's what they will go by to determine if you are receiving transportation coming up in the fall. And finally, incoming sixth graders, we have some math activities for you to complete during the summer. If you go to madisonmagnets.school on our website, you'll find instructions on how to log in to Khan Academy to complete a review course or a challenge course depending on your math level. The review course will allow you to review math topics so you are ready for sixth grade. If you're an advanced math student, you can complete the challenge course, which will allow you to learn sixth grade math topics so you can get ahead. We're asking you to complete one of these Khan Academy math courses. Once you enroll in the course, it'll take 24 hours for us to approve your account and assign the work to you. Also during the summer, we want you to read for 20 minutes a day. On the website, you'll find links to free books, free short stories, and also a link to News ELA, which is a website where you can find interesting articles to read about, and we want you to find things that interest you. Read 20 minutes a day. It's the best thing you can do during the summer. Oh, and I almost forgot. If you complete the review math course with 75% completion, which is level 1 achievement. Basically, we're asking you for each topic, you're answering 6 to 7 math questions. And if you finish that math course with 75% completion, or if you finish the challenge course with 80% completion, you'll receive a cool reward when you come back to school. If you finish 100% of either course, that's next level, and you're gonna be amazed at the prize that you will receive. So come back in August, show us that you've worked hard during the summer, and you're going to receive an amazing reward. We're going to end our short orientation video with this message. I'm just here to let you know that next year I will not be the Madison Magnet Center's magnet coordinator anymore. I am going back to the classroom to pursue my passion. I love teaching kids, and so I'm going to be the 8th grade science teacher in the Madison Madison Medical Math and Science Magnet. And so in 3 years, when you get to 8th grade, I'll be your science teacher. So I'm here to introduce the new magnet coordinator, Erin McNulty. She's been at Madison for 17 years, and she's just going to give you a short message.
Hi, future 6th graders, Madison Bulldogs in the magnet. I'm excited to work with you this next part of your journey through your education for your 3 years in middle school. I can't wait to meet all of you and share in this wonderful experience. Please know that I remember when I went to middle school that it was a different sort of transition and new challenges. So I know that sometimes you might be a little nervous. You can always come by my office, and I'm always there to help you and support you. And just know that Madison has so many fun, engaging opportunities, and especially in the magnet. So I look forward to working with you through your middle school journey.
All right, thanks, Erin. Parents, the phone number that you've been using to contact the magnet office, 818-253-1312. I'm going to be transferring that over to Erin. You'll be able to contact her. You can leave voice messages. You can also send text still on that number. And we look forward to seeing all of you in August. All right, so stay safe out there. We'll see you later.
Bye.